Hey guys, it's Rose with Roselikescrochet. How is everybody doing? It is Thursday, February 23rd, 2023, and I am coming on here with a bonus yarn yakking video for February. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I actually love to crochet, but you won't see any crochet in this video. Isn't that odd? I really like yarn a lot and I make stitch markers. So please go check out my Etsy shop. If you could favorite the shop and favorite a few items, it really does help me out a whole lot. And we will be talking about my Etsy shop in just a little bit. So hang on for that. I do live in the Chicago area. I have one daughter. Her nickname is Carrots, like the vegetable. And I have one rescue dog. His name is Camo. So this is a bonus yarn yakking video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go over a few things really quick. I'm going to show you some stuff that I made on my Addi Knitting Machine. And that's why this is a bonus video, because I don't know how to knit. I mean, I do know how to knit, but not very well. And I prefer to crochet. So if you aren't familiar with my channel, you can go back a couple videos, and I did a video on unboxing my Addi king size knitting machine. It was a disaster, but I think I've gotten like this much better at it. So I'll show you what I've done and the yarn I've used and all that other stuff. So that's going to be the majority of this video. So if you're not interested in the Addi knitting machine and what I've attempted, then you can just turn the video off. But the first thing I want to tell you is that I did do an Etsy shop update. It was a really, really small one, but I wanted to let you guys know because I've had a lot of people say that they would be interested in mystery bags of stitch markers. And I did have them in the Etsy shop before, but I have created some new ones. So because they're mystery, I'm not going to show you what they actually entail because it's a mystery. I have some bins here, but I have regular mystery bags. I have hearts and flowers mystery bags. And I have fruits mystery bags. So I'll just show you. I store all my stitch markers in, oops, you can see those, right? There, you got a sneak peek. I store all my stitch markers in shoe boxes like this. So I have a total of 51 in stock, and that's a combination of hearts and flowers, which are in here, and vegetable or fruits and vegetables. I think there's only like carrots in like a couple of them. And then I have regular mystery bags of stitch markers. And what they are is it is a set of 6 stitch markers for only $10. You obviously don't get to pick and choose unless you want to pick hearts and flowers. You can pick that. You can pick fruits, or you can pick the regular mystery bags. So they are all up in my Etsy shop if you want to go and take a look at those. Well, you can't really see them. They're a mystery, but if you're interested, I know a lot of people said that they would be interested. And the other thing that I just posted in my Etsy shop is I am doing some yarn destashing. So let me see what they're listed under. Hang on. All right. So I have 6 separate listings in my Etsy shop that are under the section that's called yarn. And so you can just search yarn in the yarn, or you can just look at the section called yarn, or you can just type in yarn and it should come up. But I have a couple different listings, but they have multiple items in each listing. So you need to actually go and take a look. So I was going through and trying to get some empty bins, and I had a whole bin of hand-dyed yarn that I just wasn't reaching for. So I figured I'm gonna let someone else have the opportunity to own it if they wanted. And so I'm destashing a lot of hand-dyed yarn. So I'm not gonna go over each one because you can go in the Etsy shop and there's a pretty nice description in the Etsy shop for each one. But I'll just show you. This is one of the bags of stuff that I have. It's not sold as a bag like that, but it's just how I'm storing them so that they stay clean. And this is the other bag. I have a lot. This is the other bag. It includes some, I think there's Yarn Bee Luxe Lollies and some Red Heart Scrubby and some more hand-dyed yarn. So if you guys are interested, I know a lot of people wanted me to tell them when I put them in the Etsy shop, but you can also just favorite the shop, and then anytime there's an update, it will notify you. So go and check that out if you're interested in any yarn that I'm destashing or mystery stitch markers. So I've got quite a few and I'm excited to send them off if you want to purchase them. All right, I just wanted to get myself organized. So I wanted to talk about the Addi King Size Knitting Machine. Now I'm really excited because I just watched Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches do an entire video on how to run the machine and what she thought about it, was it worth it, etc. So if you have not seen that, go and check it out. Even if you're not interested in a knitting machine, it's very, very interesting. Now, I'm not doing anything like that. If you saw my epic failure of an unboxing and an attempt, you will totally understand why I am so not ever doing a tutorial on this or showing you how I do it. There's so many videos on YouTube already on how to make the items. So I'm so far from even being a beginner that there's no way I would ever do that. Anyway, so I did want to tell you or show you some of the things that I've done. And I've done quite a few things, but they're not, okay, I'll let you be the judge. They're just not the best looking items in the world. So I'll tell you that the first hat I ever attempted, I didn't even take it off correctly, and that was in the first video that I ever did on the Addi. I'm not even gonna show you that. You can see that in that video. But the second one that I did, it wasn't bad. I actually posted it in the Facebook group. So if you guys ever wanna go and take a look at the pictures there, you can go and take a look at it. So this is the first real hat that I did that actually came off the knitting machine and didn't fall apart. So I'll just tell you that. So this hat is a double layer beanie, and I used Hobby Amigo XL on this. So for half the hat I used that, and the color is color number 6. And for the other half I used Red Heart Super Saver in Aruba C. And so this was like my first actual hat that actually turned out looking like a hat and feeling like a hat. Now I still have an end in here, and that's so I could add a pom-pom, but I'm not sure I'm gonna add a pom-pom because then you wouldn't be able to turn, well, you could turn it inside out if you wanted to, but you'd have to take the pom-pom off. So anyway, so here's what it looks like this way, and then you saw what it looks like the other way. And I'll try all these on for you guys, although I have a big ponytail. We'll see what these look like. But there you go. I mean, I made a hat. That's so exciting. So this was my first attempt, and I don't think it was that bad, but these are the ones that you cinch at the top so you don't have to use any waste yarn. So I was pretty excited about that. I think there's a drop stitch in there somewhere, but that's okay. We're not gonna worry about that. Okay, so the next one that I did was using a Karen Big Cake, and the color is Grape Jelly. And this just one color, and this was not a full cake. I had used this for a blanket, so this is just some leftovers. So this is the color I used for this one, and this is this hat, and again it's double-sided. Now in Jennifer's video, she was talking about how she uses waste yarn and then she decreases the top herself because she knows how to knit, but I can't do that. Anyway, so this is also double layer, double thick, whatever. So this is what it looks like on one side, and then you can switch it and then it looks like that. And you can see obviously I had an issue, so we should probably not wear it that way. But yeah, so obviously I needed a lot of practice at this point, but if you roll up the brim, it's not that bad. And here is what it looks like. It's purple. I love it. This one obviously can't be donated, so this will probably be my hat. So that is hat number 2. Then I had a bunch of these Karen Big Donut Ogos, and this is the color Mint Julep, and this is what I had left out of it. And this is the hat that I made with this one. So it is also double, all of them are double layer because I don't know how to do anything other than that. But you can see there is obviously a tension issue up here. So that's what it looks like on that side. And then this is what it looks like on this side. You can see there are so many issues with this hat. I might take it apart and reuse the yarn. So that is that one. I'm not even going to try it on. And I definitely would not be donating this one. But anyway, so there is the third hat that I did. And then I started trying to figure out scarves. And I watched a lot of videos, you guys. Just like Jennifer said, you have to just constantly be watching the videos. And I'll tell you some of the main people that I've been watching videos on if you're interested. So the first one is Yay for Yarn. She has a lot of Addi Knitting Machine tutorials. Snuffle Bean Yarn. I'm looking on my iPad because I have a playlist. Alt Knots is amazing. There is also Jojo Juju. There is, let me see, Diana Levine Knits and Koala Knits and Knacks. So I watched a ton of videos just to see like how to do stuff, and I still have not figured out how to do stuff. All right, so the next set that I made is using, let's see here, I have all the ball bands. This set is using Premier Everyday Yarn, and the color is called Beach. And let me make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had 4 balls, and this is what I got out of 4 balls. So I have a hat, and that is definitely, there's no holes in here. And the tension was actually okay. It just looks, this is the way the yarn goes. So this is also double thick or double whatever, double thick beanie. So here we go. So I'll put that on. So that's really nice and neutral. And then I made a scarf to go with it. Now my issue with the scarves is that when you take it off of the waste yarn, you have to slip stitch the ends, and my ends are terrible. I don't even know if you could see that. Yes, you can see that. It's terrible. So this is one of the ones that I did, and obviously I missed stitches or dropped stitches or did something. So this is a really long scarf that I did. And you know what? I'll just put it on for grins and giggles. It'll probably still keep your neck warm. You just can't look at the ends. Okay. And then I did fingerless gloves, and I did this twice, and again, sewing up the ends is not my forte, you guys. And so here are the fingerless gloves, and the tutorial for the fingerless gloves was by Alt Knots. So these are the fingerless gloves, which didn't turn out too bad if you don't look at the edges. So this set I did, and that was, let me see, 4 balls of this. I'm trying to see how many yards are in here. 180 yards, so that's 800 yards. And I got fingerless mitts, a scarf, and a hat out of that. So that was the next thing that I tried. I obviously need a lot of practice, you guys. All right, so I tried to do another set that was just like that. And this is using the Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling as well. And the color is called Parfait. And this has 180 yards in it. And I've used 4 and a little bit out of here. So like 4 1/4 balls. And again, I did a hat. So this is what the hat looks like. So I'm really digging the hat. I'll try it on. And it's also, you can turn it whichever way you want. And this one seems like a little tighter. But still, I like them tight around my head, so I'm fine with that. And then here is the scarf that I made, and the ends aren't as bad as the other one. I mean, this is still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as the other color. And here is the end in this one, so not bad. And this is just slip stitching the ends together. So I need more practice doing that. So anyway, so here is the scarf, which I will put on. There we go. And it's like a double layer thing. And then I did gloves for this one also. And again, I used the tutorial by Alt Knots for the gloves. I love her. Oh my gosh. If you guys have not watched her, even not the knitting machines, just her regular videos, she's pretty cool. So there are the gloves. And I didn't try and color control or start them in the same spot. This is just how they turned out. So this set, I might actually, I think it might be acceptable to donate this to Wings. I'm not sure which month. I think it's August or September. We do hats and scarves. And this is the one I think I'm going to be donating. Even though it's my color and the ends look pretty good, I think that would be acceptable to donate. All right, so then, like I said, I've been practicing, you guys. So that's that one. I tried to do, what is it, those headbands where they twist and whatever. Okay, so I tried to do one of, I think I only tried one of those. And this is the one that I did. And I need to work on some more. I think I have another one in another bag. So this is actually Shawl in a Ball Fab. This was gifted to me. Total of 459 yards in here. It's cotton, polyester, acrylic, and wool. And the color on this is Satires. So obviously I have some more yarn I can use. So here is, I think it turned out okay. So here, I'll show you what, and it's sparkly. So this is what it looks like. So I think Jennifer was also wearing one in her video, and you could have your ponytail like sticking out because a lot of people they want their hair sticking out. So I did that one. And I think these aren't so bad because you can, even though you have to do the ends like this, you wind up sewing them together. So if you do a crappy job, no one will ever know. So there's that one. And then I just tried like a bunch of balls of yarn that I had that I only had like one ball or one skein of. So the next hat I made was with this Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn color. As you could see, it was a clearance ball for 99 cents. So obviously it's discontinued. And this was a full ball. So this is what I have left after making this hat. So this is the hat, and it's all double thick. And I didn't think I used enough rows because this is the brim and it's really not enough, but it's really, really pretty. Looks really pretty. And this one is kind of tight, so I'll try it on for you guys. If I didn't have a ponytail, it would be much better, but my tension was obviously pretty tight on this. So this one, I would probably sell it as, or gift it as like a children's hat or a teen hat, because it's a little small for an adult head. Okay, then I'm telling you, this is all Addi Knitting Machine. I used Premier Just Yarn Tweed from the Dollar Tree, and the color is called Denim Tweed. And I made this double thick hat. And I did leave the tails on so I could put a pom-pom on, because this one is all the same color. So it's not really it's reversible, but it's this exact same color. So I'm probably going to put a pom-pom on this one. And I'll show you what this one looks like. And again, I think I should have done more rows on this, but that's okay. Again, this could also be for a smaller head, or you don't even have to roll the brim up. It can be more of like a slouchy beanie. So how about that? Okay. So if you guys are watching, give me your opinions on these. All right, the next one, I used Karen Simply Soft in my favorite color, which is called Iris or Purple. And this is the beanie that I made with that. It's really soft and really stretchy, and I found this purple pom-pom, and yes, I put it on there. And here is what this one looks like. Oh, it's so soft, you guys. I love this hat. I'm debating on, I can't keep all of them, right? But so I did that one. That one's really cute. And then let me see what this yarn is. Red Heart Unforgettable. It was a clearance one called Bistro. And this is what this one looks like. And it's just shades of gray. So I'm going to put a pom-pom on it because it's not really, it's reversible, but it's the same. It looks the same on both sides. So I'll show you that one without the string. So this one is pretty good. I think once I realized that I was doing like 120 rows on my hats when I started, and some of them are okay like that, but some of them are not. So I started doing more like 130 rows. But again, you could also not roll this up and you could make it a slouchy hat. So not bad. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You can see I've gone through a lot of yarn. Okay, the next one that I made, this is also probably going to be a kid size, was using this Hayfield Spirit double knitting yarn. I don't know if it's still available. Shade 0408. And this is the hat. And it is reversible, but I think it looks the same on both sides. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. So I did leave the strings in there in case I wanted to attach a pom-pom. And I'll show you what this one looks like. I think it's going to be too small. Yeah, this is definitely a kid size hat because it barely fits me and there's no slouch and no brim. So that was that one. And then I had a ball of Scarfie. I actually have quite a bit of Scarfie in my stash. This one is called Taupe Charcoal, and this is a 5-weight yarn. And the biggest pain in the butt on this yarn wasn't actually putting it in the machine, it was untangling it from the ball. So this was a full ball when I started, and this was 312 yards, and I've got like less than half a ball left. And this is the hat, which again isn't really, I mean, it's reversible, but I think it looks the same on both sides. So here, I'll show you the other side. Yeah, I mean, I guess it looks pretty much the same on both sides. So I did leave the strings in there. If I wanted to attach a pom-pom, I left that. And I'll show you what this one looks like. Minus the string. And I think this one could have been a little bit longer too, because I like to have more warmth in my ears. So there's that one. And that's like all the first stuff that I did. And I just did some more. So let me show you the other stuff I did. Hang on. Okay, there's only two more, two more things to show you guys. All right, so I had this Karen Ogo Simply Soft. And the color on this is called Berry Blue and Soft Blue. And I wanted to do one of those ear warmers, but in 2 colors. So I took, and this Karen Simply Soft is half one color, half the other. So it is half this color and half this color. So I don't remember how many rows, but however many rows you're supposed to do, like 90. So I did 45 rows of the one color, and then I changed and did 45 rows of the other color. So the transition is really, really not bad. Well, I don't think it is. So I'll show you what this looks like. I want to do more of these for sure, because I think they're so pretty. So there's that one, and my ponytail has already fallen. So I really like that one a whole lot, and it's really, really soft because it's Karen Simply Soft. And then this is all I had left of that entire, let's see here. It was 250 yards for this Karen Ogo. So I got this headband out of it, this much left, and a hat. So here is the hat. It still has the little strings attached just in case I want to not make it reversible, but here is the reverse. So not exactly half and half because I did the ear warmer before I did the hat. So there is that, and that's what the hat looks like. I would always probably roll up my brim, but if you didn't want to, it would just be a slouchy hat. Okay, so I did that, and then the very last thing I did on my Addi Knitting Machine, I had one of these cakes, and I was like, I'm gonna use this entire cake and see what I can do. So this is a Hirschner's Pastry Plus. The color name is Frosted. It is, let's see here, how many yards? It's a number 3, it's 100% acrylic, and there are 743 yards in this cake. It was a huge cake. So I wanted to see what I could get out of it. And the first thing I did was I made a hat, And they tell you in these tutorials to make your hats first, and then whatever you have left over could be the length of your scarf. But if you make your scarf first, you're not sure how much you're gonna need for the hat. So anyway, so this is the hat. Again, I left the strings on to attach a pom-pom. This is the other side of the hat, which to me is much prettier because it's got all that purple in it. And it is reversible, so I'm not sure I'm gonna put a pom-pom on it. But here is the hat, and it is a 3-weight, so it's a little tight, but you could probably just not roll it up and use it as a slouchy. I don't like slouchies. I just would rather have my head and ears warm. And then I use the rest of it to make this extra super long scarf. And the ends did not turn out that great again. So right here you can see there's an issue. I kept on losing one stitch at the end, and I don't know why. So I need more practice, but you can see there I lost a stitch and had to pick it up. So my ends, I definitely need some practice on here, or some kind of tricks or something, because I've watched video after video and still cannot figure out how to do this the right way. So anyway, this is the scarf. It is super, super long. I got a scarf like this out of the rest of that yarn. So that is all I have done on the Addi Knitting Machine, you guys. And I have piles of yarn behind me because I have the knitting machine on the table back there, and I want to do some more practicing. So, all right, I had to get my hair up. All right, so if you have made it this far, please let me know what your thoughts are on the Addi Knitting Machine. I really enjoyed Jennifer's video about it. She even pinned a comment to her comment section that said if you make nasty remarks about it not being handmade, she would just delete them. And you know, I used to think the same thing. I used to think, well, it's just a hand crank machine, but you really do have to do some work on it. So kudos to anyone who cranks out hats for donations or for sale on this knitting machine. I'm finding it very challenging, which is a good thing, right? Because we always should be learning something new. So yeah, let me know what you think. And if you've also stayed around this long, I know my longtime subscribers will still be here. This is a secret giveaway. So I have been talking all month how this is my birthday month and that there was going to be a giveaway. So hopefully you're still here. Please do not mention the word giveaway in the comment section. If you mention the word giveaway or thank you or I appreciate your thoughts or thanks for letting me have a chance to win, if you say anything like that, I am going to delete your comment because I do not want trolls or anyone who is not a subscriber to this channel or a viewer of my videos to come and try and win a giveaway. So it is going to be, because it's my birthday month, and my favorite number is 4, and I am going to be giving away 4 sets of my stitch markers. So most of my stitch markers, I sell a pair for $5 each. So if you want to pick out 4 sets of stitch markers at $5 each, there's going to be 4 winners. Okay, 4 winners. This is just like the Potiversary giveaway we just did. 4 winners, 4 sets of stitch markers. And the total value for the stitch markers is $20. There are some stitch markers in there that are more than $5. There are some that are like $6 and $10. Some that are only $3.50. So you cannot exceed 4 sets and you cannot exceed $20. How about that? We'll just leave it like that. So what you want to do is you can leave any comment that you want, except it can't say giveaway and it can't say thank you and all that other stuff I just said. So there's going to be 4 winners, and today is the 23rd. So I believe we are going to pick a winner on March. We'll just do March 1st because it'll be easier for me to remember. We'll pick all 4 winners on March 1st. It'll be a random comment picker. And in your comment, let me see, you have to use the words pastry plus, and you can comment like, I loved your Addi hats, especially the pastry plus one, but do not say giveaway or anything like that. So let me know what you think, and also go check out the Etsy shop for those mystery bags of stitch markers. So I have regular mystery bags, fruits, and I have hearts and flowers, and those are a set of 6 for $10. But honestly, let me know what you think about all this Addi stuff. I hope to get better at doing it, but it's just going to take a lot of practice. All right, so 4 winners. We'll pick the winners on March 1st. Share the video if you can, but don't say the word giveaway. And if there so happens to be someone who responds to your comment and says you won, they're lying. Don't just report them, block them. No one ever really does that on my videos because I don't think enough people watch giveaway videos on my channel to actually do that. So anywho, that's all I have, you guys. It's Thursday, so I hope you have a good rest of your week and weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.